So our next comic, Bakushan, Luke Alberton.
Keep it going for Michael Lehman. Little better. Michael Lehman, guys, your MC for the night, seriously. Thank you. Wow. That has got to be the most stirring intro I've ever had, thanks. Seriously, not even a shred of that amount of thought has gone into my intro ever, so thank you. My name's Luke, I'll start off there. Any of you guys ever wonder where your first name came from? You did? What's your first name? Caitlin? Do you have any idea where it came from? From Ireland. Okay, so it's cultural, okay. Well, my name's Luke, I was born in '79. Maybe you had the first idea, it was either Cool Hand Luke or...
Star Wars.
Thank you! Fucking, we got the nerd section over here that showed up. Thanks so much. So yeah, Star Wars, the Luke thing was a pretty easy common denominator. Dad found a brick of hash somewhere and went to episode 4 and... We got a kid, look at that. Call him Luke. At least the only cooler name would have been Lando. Lando Alberton. No, that wouldn't work. But it was confusing as a kid because it was fucked up because forever, every time I met a new man, he was my father.
Luke.
Fuck, you're my dentist, man. Are you my father too? Like I met a man and he was automatically dropping this movie line. And I'm a kid, I'm impressionable as hell. I don't know what the fuck this stuff means. So I finally see Star Wars. And now I'm no less confused because I've been getting told for 6 years that I can use the Force. I'm gonna know that I can choke people with my mind from a distance. Who broke the lamp? It was Mike. just hoping to get the fuck away with it. But I don't know. I gotta. If you guys might have walked past me or got anywhere near me tonight, I'm sorry. I might smell like a grandpa. I got a new tattoo yesterday. It was right. It's up here. It's over my elbow. You get dumb questions when you get tattoos. Anyone have tattoos? Get a round of applause. Throw it out. Okay, good. About half is. You ever get the dumb questions that come with tattoo ownership? Someone comes up to you and, hey, did that hurt? No, the shit was licked on by fucking unicorns. No, of course it hurt. That's the kind of part of the ritual. If they made a painless tattoo, I wouldn't want anything to do with it. It's kind of like non-alcoholic beer, or decaffeinated coffee, or an orgasm without the crying. It's not the same. So the other stupid question you get is, what does it mean? What does that tattoo mean? Well, it fucking means something to me. That's why I got it fucking scarred into my body, so it's my shit. Sorry, I don't have to explain to you what it's for. But you know, I got this whole sleeve that'll do this. I got this whole. You guys know Mad Magazine? You ever get into that shit? Yeah. Well, I got the Spy vs. Spy sleeve I'm getting built up here, and I got this thing down on my elbow. By the way, the elbow. If you're gonna get anyone want to get tattoos? No one. You want to get an elbow tattoo? Make fucking sure. Make real goddamn. I have 15 other tattoos. And that, if it wasn't permanent, about 6 minutes into that one, I would have gotten the fuck out and said no. But people have asked me why the Spy vs. Spy thing, why get cartoon characters tattooed all over you? Well, I remember being a little kid. I remember reading this stuff. I don't know who's familiar with it. If you're not, or you're too young, you probably, well, you know, what's this fucking prick talking about? But if you saw it, if you read it when you were a kid, every comic book, every strip went, the black spy and the white spy kind of are fucking with each other, and then one of them kind of kills the other guy like a dick. He just decides white spy's a prick and he's got to die. And then the next issue, so you start rooting for black spy. You think he's the guy who's winning. And then the next issue, white spy fucking smoke shows him somehow. So you're like, who's the winner? And ultimately, what it taught me as a really young kid, that doesn't black, white doesn't exactly equate for whether you're good or not. People are just dicks when it makes sense. And then it looks cool, so I'm running with it for that reason. I wanted to get some bad tattoos, like just to fuck with people. You ever see the big neck tattoo? Like a little tattoo on your neck somewhere you can sneak away with it. You ever get someone who's got a big old fucking neck tattoo? I want to get a big neck tattoo, not for real, but just as a joke. Some prick should get a big neck tattoo that on one side is the word all elaborately written comes up onto their ear. They should say intelligence. And then the other side should say regret. A couple other ideas for bad tattoos. I thought about, you know, you see these people that get Chinese characters, right? Oh, this means honor, this means wisdom. I met this poor prick, this poor guy, actually goes to like Chinatown to have Chinese, and the waiter stops him and says, fucking picnic table? While pointing at his arm, and he's not wrong. He's pointing at him, he says, these two symbols mean picnic table. And this guy, no, that means honor and family. You're fucking with me, no way. And the dude goes and gets his fucking iPad. The waiter, as a service, brings out his iPad and is like, look, you're fucking stupid. Picnic table. So I thought about doing it, like flipping it on them. What you do is you get a bunch of tattoos that are actually Chinese food. You get like mushu pork, General Tao's chicken, crispy vegetables, and you just show up at the restaurant, you pull up your sleeve, you only want 2 of those. Give me 3 of those. And they're like, oh, this stupid white man. Oh no, we stupid. Oh. We flip it on them. I came up with a new term. Oh, I heard it. I can't take credit for it, but I heard a new term for when a lady is having her period. And I needed to come up with this. I'm really sorry. I had to come up with something to replace blowjob week. Because I cost myself so many blowjobs, I had to come up with something else. And I heard this from somebody, I think I got it on my Facebook feed or something, but somebody called it Shark Week. As per the Discovery Channel. There's blood in the water. And if the anger of the shark doesn't tell the rest of the story, then I'm not going to explain this fucking joke to you. I've been thinking about weird sayings, like turns of phrase that people use that are fucking confusing. Like the first one I find really weird is that you can't drag a horse to water. You can drag a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You heard this? I disagree, first of all. I think it's probably a lot harder to drag a horse to water. Maybe try dragging the horse to water. He'll get thirsty, then the prick will drink. Like, there's a way to get that done. So I vote we amend the whole saying. We gotta change it a little bit, because it's not like it doesn't have a use. I understand what you mean when you say it, but it's flawed in its logic. So what we have to do is we have to change it. We just change one word. You can't drag a corpse to water, or you can drag a corpse to water, but you can't make it drink. You see, I made the same mistake twice. You can drag a corpse to water, because for one thing, corpse, way easier to drag. Not 3 times my size, not fucking on Heartland, or I'm not dragging this goddamn thing around, it's a horse. And for one thing, the corpse isn't gonna take a fucking drink, so if you wanna really get your message across, you can drag a corpse to water, but you can't make it drink. The next one I thought of that was a little weird, is, you know when they say when 2 people are really close, that those 2 are joined at the hip. What must conjoint twins think about that when that gets said? What about the poor conjoint twins that are actually fucking joined at the head? Or you say that shit in front of, oh, those 2 are joined at the... Gotta go to church on Sunday now. Another turn of phrase that I thought was weird was, we're gonna go out, we're gonna paint the town red. That sounds a fuck of a lot like work. Did you do the taping on Main Street yet? We need more red paint, we gotta go back to Rona. Like, I bet you'd be a fucking lot easier during Shark Week. Oh, yeah, I know, I did it. I always wondered why the deal with like the holidays. You know, the holidays all have this weirdo mascot that like represent like Santa. And why are they all creepers? Why are they all giving me the wrong fucking idea about them? Because, well, we'll start with Santa. Santa's like a child molester in a hurry. His superpower is to tell if kids are asleep or awake. If you ask me, that shit is like a soft skill when it comes to superpowers. It isn't all that useful. It's only useful to a child molester with a shortage of time. Like, who else is gonna benefit from that? Get up, oh, yeah, Billy's asleep. No, he ain't gonna fuck with my night. Like, you got the tooth fairy. What's with this ballerina-looking skank coming into my room, fucking dropping some change for my bloody mouth bone? Why can't I look at you? You're probably the only holiday figure I might be able to tug it to, and you just run off. So that sucks. Then you got the fucking Easter Bunny. Easter Bunny's no better. He's a 6-foot-tall rodent who's hiding snacks behind the radiator and under bushes and under the cupboard so they can lure out kids to bend over in well-hidden locations. The Easter Bunny is a camcorder and a bag of candy away from being a registered sex offender. So you know what it is? I blame it on the word statutory. Because the only two things that are ever referred to as being statutory are holidays and rape. Statutory what? Anyone else? Statutory what? Limitations? It's a statute of limitations. Gotcha. Next. No one else. Statutory what? Oh, you're a fucking... You teach university, Michael. Don't get all fucking wordy on the comic. Yeah, Mike's educated. Check it out. Is
that an insult?
Yeah, no, maybe. I'm not a yeast infection, so we're all right. You can't... I had my shoes untied, but I'll worry about that after. So I'm gonna get off after this one. I'm gonna Gagne all over the stage. But I'm gonna go off on this last one. I'm trying to come up with the worst pickup line ever, like the most atrocious, get you slapped, worst piece of shit I could ever come up with. I don't know if any of you guys feel like pulling something up, but I came up with something that's fucking pretty horrible. So after I say this, I'm gonna get off the stage and thank you guys for listening. It's been really fucking fun. Thanks again, Little Montreal, and thanks Sudbury Comedy Scene for getting me up here. But I think the worst possible pickup line ever. We might slap me or throw a drink in my face after this. Good, go for it. I might catch half of it, so feel free. You look old enough. How much? My name is Luke Alberton. Thank you so much for supporting Sudbury Comedy.
Thank you. Keep clapping. More clapping.